Oh, hello, Sydney. Cindy. Sorry. Okay, there you have it. Can you hear me? Hi, Craig. Can you hear me now? Ooh. Hello. Good. Glad y'all can make it. It was a short notice. Oh, yeah, I'm glad I got that mic. It seems to work out well. And for all you Bob fans, here's Bob. Say hello, Bob. He was always around me. He was just hanging out in my bedroom where I seemed to do everything. Yep, I'm doing okay, Karen. Yep. I didn't think anybody would notice that. No, I trimmed it up a little bit because I guess he was stuck in a corner for a while, and if you got a beard or your hair sticks on one side, so I try to fluff it out and trim it so it's nice. So yeah. Well, thank you. Hello from Texas. Do you guys have winter in Texas? Like, does it get really cold? Because you're near Florida, so I don't know. Well, thank you very much. I don't see you, but I'm sure you all look good too. Yes, I am coming back to the island. I'm not going to stay there, but it's one of my things. I guess I want to go back. I mean, I miss it, but I mean, I can't stay there because you know, I gave my word to my daughter that I'd stay here. So I'm going to try to do a lot of running around. Hi, Kim. I'm going to try to do a lot of running around here. I was just talking to somebody that joined a group that I'm in Ontario, and well, I've noticed since I've been here, there's a lot of people in Ontario there's a lot of meetups in the summertime, or people are doing things and stuff. So, and I got a few friends here that I like to go visit, like in Hamilton and stuff, and yeah, so. So I'm gonna try to do that and just float around, just get used to it because this is a big deal to me. Like I've been thinking, I do a lot of thinking about it. Uh, you know, I lived in a van for like close to 5 years, and now with legs, now I gotta try to do stuff without legs. But you know, um, yeah, every time I think of things, like if I don't want to think of all the negative stuff, but they're there. If I get stuck or if I get this or that, I see outhouses all the time. Places where you can, like most people can go in them little plastic porta potty things. Well, I can't get in there unless it's like a big handicap one. I can't get into any porta potty thing. There's a lot of different things. I've watched other people that run around like with wheelchairs, and yeah, I guess they like to go on. I guess they have a handy. I never really noticed that before, but I guess they have cement slabs for the handicap places, and and there's different handicaps, right? So it's not all just like wheelchair people. It's just but there's a lot of stuff like that. So yeah, and I've watched a person. I watched a person who who went to a campsite, and I guess she sort of like turned away from that campsite because there was somebody already on that pad, and I'm just like, well, like I mean, I don't know, as long as I can get around and in and about. Like I know some of them campsites are really rough, but some of them aren't too bad. And if I can get in and about, at least to the picnic table or something, I think I'll be all right. But I won't know until I go. So yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, well, I mean, not to bring it up again, but I got well. I mean, I used to before. I didn't like to get out of my van before too much either, and sometimes it wasn't safe. Like I've been into some washrooms and they were like dirtier than like say my van or where I would go. So yeah, like I'm used to doing some stuff in my van. I mean, obviously, if I have to urinate, I can do that in my van. I can do that outside the van too. But these are all, and there's a lot of things that you gotta think of and remember, and not everybody, not everybody, you can't get access to all these different places. Like I remember, I don't know if some of you have followed me for a long time, but the last time I came through here, where I came to visit my daughter, and I was going to stay, and I hurt my knee. I hurt my knee at a gas station that I had to jump up on a step to get in the front door. So that's going to be kind of hard if it doesn't take my card. You know, um, yeah, it's going to be kind of hard for me to do that if I can't get in the front door. And some of these places in these older towns or smaller towns, they got doors like you got to go up 3 steps before you can get in the front door. They're not made for guys like me. Yes, I am keeping up with Chrome's Zen battery upgrade. Um, I was thinking about that today, like or the other day. I mean, I don't have nothing anymore. Like I mean, and I'm not even sure which way I'm gonna go. I know I'm gonna need power, right? I mean, I figured. I mean, my thing is like Chrome taught me. When you get a van, Jeff, no matter what, make sure you get a brand new battery for the front for your house. So I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna have a good battery for the van, and then after that, I'm either gotta go DC to DC or get a bigger alternator if it's not big enough, or if it's not. I don't know how much I'm going to expand with my electrical, but if I have that and maybe one battery, I might be okay. But I was checking into what he was talking about, the new battery he bought, and like I think for 100 amp hours lithium, they're like 1,000 and say $40, something like that, some odd number. That's just for 100 amp hour. And then I looked over, not that I'm like rich or nothing, because I'm not. I'm not. But I went over and I looked at the 200 amp hour one, and the 200 amp hour one is only like 17 something. So I figured I'd save money there if I buy one of those, and I'd have to sort of like I know what the size would be, so I'd have to figure out the size I needed, and that's what I would do. So yeah, I thought about it, and I might go to that extent. I'll probably wait. Like I said, I don't think I'll travel much this year. What's left of it, because it's going to get kind of cold and stuff pretty quick. Um, but for next year, like once I get my income tax, I get a little bit of cash there. Sometimes I don't know what it's going to be this year, but I get some cash there, so I might sink a bit of that into a good battery or another setup. I don't even know what van I'm getting yet, so I'm sort of like speaking, just dreaming. But yeah, I do plan on doing that. Some upgrades, like everything he's got in his van. I used to have that before, like not the same amount, but I did have my. I did have. Like I never had Renergy or nothing like that. I forget sometimes what it was called, but I had that unit. I had them, and they were good. Like people told me that was pretty. Like my setup was pretty good, better than most. Hmm. Well, the one I looked at the other day for lithium battery, that SOK one or whatever. I don't know if that's the same one. That was over $1,000. Now maybe I was wrong. I don't know, but anyways, yeah. So yeah, you never know. But yeah, I like I said, it's like a wish list right now because I really don't know. I'm trying to go pretty basic. I mean, I know what I had before, and unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, what I had in the Bears Den before. I think I had too much stuff. I mean, I did like, well, I mean, the cooler. I had solar, Victron. That's the name of the stuff. I had Victron. All that was good. Uh, you know, and I had a couple of fans, and I think that's the way I'm going to go. I don't know if I'm going to go for a big fan up top. I think I might do either a windblown fan or uh, Dominic, is it, or one of them fan things there, or even the one that I had. They make a small one, a small fan, and I might go for that one. I don't need lots of stuff, but yeah, there's a few people that said if they won the big money, they'd make sure I'd have a fancy ride. I don't know if I want fancy, but I mean, yeah, something that I can get along and not worry about. That'd be great. Yeah, I kind of feel like underdressed when I watch all these van meetups. There's a lot of like Rams, uh, Mercedes Benz Sprinters, uh, Fords. Yeah, big vans. See, I don't need that much room. When you look at that I'd be like that in a big room, like you know, yeah, that's too much room. That'd be like dead space. That's why I was thinking more of a caravan, and that's what I'm aiming for. But anyways, yeah, so I've been dreaming about stuff like that, and I also been doing some carving. I mean, we all know about okay, well, we all know about this guy. Yeah, I did him a while back. He's still hanging around. Um, I did this one the other day, or not the other day. Did this one last week. It's been a work in progress for a while now. I just did this one the other day. This one here, I just shellacked it, so that's working out. That worked out well. And I did this one a couple of days ago. Yeah, gave it a paint job, grayish beard. Yeah, it doesn't look white, it looks a little gray, so I did that one. Oh yeah, you all see my robot. That'd be good, I think, if you had it hanging like it's not that heavy, but it's like it's heavier than the other ones I've done. But that would be good, like hanging off your rear view mirror or someplace, even if you want it to clack or just drive around. And I was wondering, have you guys ever seen? I don't know if you can see this. Hold on. You ever seen these nails? I think I got somebody at the door. Hold on for a minute. Be back. Sorry, nobody else is here. Sorry about that. I think somebody we're having elections here, and somebody knocked on the door. I think they put something on the front lawn. I'll check it out later. Anyway, so yeah, this thing here, yeah. If anybody, I've never seen these before. I don't know if you can see it. The nails are about that big, and I'll talk about my thumb in a minute. Nails are about that big, and so they're quite into this piece of wood. But I've never seen these before, and I think they're probably from a nail gun. But I don't know what you would use to nail with that. And as far as my thumb goes, my thumb and my finger. Okay, everybody relax. um, I wore my gloves today. I honestly did. I got two pairs of gloves. I wore them. But after working with the wood and cutting and all that, my hands were getting sweaty. I couldn't hold on to stuff because my feelings aren't the best. So I actually took my glove off, and within 5 minutes, I was cutting a little piece and it slipped. If you go with the grain, it's sort of like, yeah, it came down and it didn't hit me hard, but it hit me enough that my knives were sharp. So, yeah, it cut my thumb a little bit. It'll be fine. This one here, the same thing. I just came down and I just touched the top of it's only a little cut. Anyways, so that's why, but I did wear my gloves all day. And I've watched some programs and yeah, people were saying the same thing. Uh, you know, they don't like wearing gloves either. But I did try it today, though. To be quite honest. Yeah, but I'm all right, and I've been working on this one. I don't know what it is yet, but I've been working on this one for. It's hard to get all this stuff. I mean, it was solid like this, so yeah, and I still have to take some off because it's too thick. But I was making a little guy with this one too, bearded guy, and anyways, I'm still working on that. But I got bored of that, and I said, "Oh, I better jump to something else." To what? Oh yeah, so today somebody was mentioning on my channel, oh, you ever make lighthouses? And it's just kind of funny. You said lighthouse. I looked on I looked on the internet today, and I think it was Doug. I forget his last name, but Doug Liner or whatever. He does a lot of carvings, and I've watched him for a long time. Um, so he started making them, and I said, "Oh, well, must be telling me something. Let's do it." So yeah, so that's what I did, and I started to paint it. I still got to put some red on it, and I'm going to paint another one. Um, I'm going to do another one, so I'll have two, and all these eventually will go for. See, I can't just like sell them, like and I know a lot of people want these things. But what I would do is I'd do like I did the last time, lucky number, give everybody a chance, and the more I do, the more I can sell. So what I was planning on doing, is like I'll put this one up, I'll put this one up, and I'll say, okay, in the next next week, whoever wants in on this, uh, you know, would buy a ticket. Uh, Like all the money that's going for that's going to go for the van and stuff I need in the van. So buy a ticket, say $10. You can buy as many as you want. That and I'll take care of the shipping. So just like the last time. Um, and that's what yeah, that's what I would do. And then once that one's gone, then I'd put up say I'd put this one up and say who wants this, and then we'll go down the road. You know, we'll go down the road for that. So yeah, and I'll make a couple of. I want to make a couple more of them robots, but not that big. But I have a hard time because I don't have any machines to cut with. I mean, I do have a drill and I do have stuff like that, but I have really no place to cut it. So if I can get little parts or little things cut, I'll put some stuff together with a little bit of carving and a little bit of. Like I don't know if you noticed, but these eyes, like I said, these eyes are made out of screws and rubbers. Put a screw in here, put a screw in there, rubber, and yeah. I mean, that's I've seen that online too, so I thought, yeah, that's kind of cool. So that's what I've done. So and well, uh, somebody asked when I'm going to start the lucky numbers. Um, I don't know. I want to finish a couple of more, say two more, and I like if I can, I like to make a couple of Christmas trees. You know, uh, so how about yeah, probably by the 15th, maybe yeah, 15th. I'll have to make a I'll have to make a thing about it, and I'll get things ready, and we'll do that. But yeah, if that sounds good to everybody, that'd be great. Oh, okay. Like, yeah, if anybody, I'm pretty, yeah, I think I sent, yeah, I sent them to the right address, as far as I know, Roxanne. Um, I know, Ramblin sent me a card, and she thought she might not have put the right price on it or something like that. I don't know. And she was asking for about 4 or 5 days before, before it even showed up. But then one day it just finally showed up. So sometimes the mail is really slow. Sometimes the mail is, sometimes the mail is fast. I don't know. But if you don't get them, you just let me know, and I'll send you some more out. I'll send you whatever. Yeah, I have no problem with that. You know, but yeah, if people still want stickers, that'd be great too. I still got them, $10 a piece. Uh, and I'll take care of all the mailing. Doesn't matter overseas or here or whatever. The states, I'll take care of the postage. And yeah, but other than that, like you know, I had a phone call today from my from one of my nurses, diabetic nurse. I already got myself booked in for a doctor's appointment, but that's going to take a few months. But she seems to think I'm doing okay. Like, we're keeping tabs on stuff. Yeah, I'm going up and down, and yeah, But we're trying different things. I want a new drug, uh, and sometimes when I get on new drugs, they don't always work as good as the older ones. But you know, but they do work. It's just that sometimes it just takes your body a few days or a week or so to adjust. But overall, it's all good. Um, it's quiet in the house tonight. Kids have gone to their father for the weekend, and Katie's gone to her boyfriend for a day or so. So yeah, so it's just me and the cat. Yeah, well, we got a kitty here. That thing is crazy, but it sleeps with me just about every night. Good thing I don't move around because I squash it. But yeah, it sleeps with me every night lately, anyways. And it's learned to jump and stuff. So please show my carvings again. Okay, there's this one. Doesn't really matter, right? Like when I made it or whatever. But that was last week. Let me see here. There you go. That's that one. This one, I've been working on it for a while, and yeah, I finally finished it. So there's that one. This one was last week. I finished that one. It's not so much of a carving, but I guess I use my brain on that. You know, it makes. I like it. I think it'd be. It's almost like a wood thing. Like if you had it in a van or if you had it in your vehicle and it was hanging up somewhere. I mean, it would be clinging and clanging, but I mean, it'd be cool. I'm gonna try to make a smaller version. That's pretty big. So, when we all seen this one, my man Jean Guy from Rubber Boot, Quebec. We hello. So yeah, we got that one, and I'm finishing and working on this. Somebody in my comments asked me, "Oh, do you do lighthouses?" And I like drawing lighthouses. I like taking pictures of lighthouses. I never really thought of carving a lighthouse. So I did that today, and I'm working on another one, and then I got phone calls and doing a live. And this one I haven't really figured it out yet. This is the hat up here. The face is still here. It's an odd one because the person I followed, he makes this square, so it's not going to get rounder. It's just he just does it like this. So I don't know. So I've been checking stuff out, and yeah, that's pretty much what I've come up with now so far. Well, thank you. Yeah, that's what I thought, Roxanne. It's like a wooden wind chime. I'm gonna try to make a smaller one. Because not everybody wants a big thing like that. And I painted it, sanded it, and try to make it look old, critique it a little bit. So yeah. Well, somebody on the channel asked me and says, "Oh, you do lighthouses?" And so I'm trying to expand what I do. 'Cause, I never made a bear yet. Never made a bear. I don't know why. I'm scared that I'm going to mess it up or something. But yeah, and it's really hard on the hands. I'll tell you that. It's a workout. My forearms, both forearms from doing this or cutting or trying to like peel an apple or peel a potato. Yeah, the way it is. Oh, hey, van life with Gina. Good to see you too. Well, I'm not sure. Let me see here. Somebody was just said, uh, Oli Milburn. I can't order if I don't know if you will send to UK. Well, yeah, things go to the UK. Like I said, uh, I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna put all these up for like a lucky number, I guess. We're gonna do that like we did the last time, and I don't know when we're gonna start that, but maybe in a week or so, and that's what I'm gonna do. So yeah. Hey Ruth, good to see you. I'm gonna try, Patty. Make a bear. Yes. Yeah. Well, yeah. Some people like that, or so I'm gonna try to figure out, try to make some other ones. I don't know. I got to stop carving at one point, and I got to go back to my painting because there's a few people that wanted me to do some stuff, and I put that on hold for a while. And so yeah, I'm gonna have to try to do that too. That's like I think that's part of my addiction. It's either full speed ahead or dead stop. I have a hard time trying to balance anything. And like yeah, I can carve a little bit and I can paint a little bit, but I can't seem to. It's either I'm into carving or I'm into painting. So that's one of my downfalls, I guess. I don't know if we should do that one. I was telling, yeah, yeah, okay. Nobody take offense and get crazy here, okay, please? I'm just saying, you know, I'm not really fond of cats. Cats aren't my favorite animal. I like other people's cats, but I mean, they scare me for, I even said that to Emmy. Anyways, this little kitten, Bullwinkle, that's its name, he's a cat and he's a baby. So he's into, I think they maybe, yeah, he was a rescue. I think somebody found it in a bag somewhere. Yeah, it was a sad story. And somebody said, well, they didn't want it, but they said if anybody wants, so my daughter sort of like said, oh yeah, we'll take it. So yeah, she rescued it from being rescued. Anyways, we're all good. So I think this cat might have been taken from its mom before it should have been. Anyway, it needs a lot, right? Like need. I guess that's what they call it, where they put their put their little claws out and everything. Well, he couldn't jump for a while. Now he's all over the place. He's in my bed, on the counter. I mean, he's everywhere. So, and then it was the other night. I don't. He sleeps with me, but for some reason he's always kneading and he seems to lick on the blanket in one spot, but I could feel it through the blanket, and I'm like, man, it's annoying. But sometimes he just sits there because I sleep in one direction only. I sleep on my right side, and I don't move all night long, and my head's up a little bit. So, and I got the pillow between my two stumps, between my legs. So he sleeps in between that, the pillow and stuff. He just sits there and he's cool. The other day I'm sitting there and I had to go to the washroom and I don't have a door. Everybody was out and I figured, oh yes, here I am by myself. So I'm doing my thing, doing potty time with Jeffy Bear. Anyways, I get this sharp pain, but I don't know where it's coming from. I thought, man, oh, don't tell me I'm going to have a heart attack or something. I get this sharp pain, and it's like, oh, and then it goes away, and I say, okay. And I'm looking, everything seems to be fine, and I get another one, and then I realize what? Because I can't, like, he's not scared of my wheelchair, so I can't see underneath or nothing, right? So my wheelchair's in front of me, and I'm looking, and lo and behold, he's underneath, putting his hand up in there and grabbing whatever he can grab. Well, yeah. Anyways, I was a little upset with that. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure the cat loves me, but yeah. But yeah, I'm not really sure. If I told my daughter, I said the cat's gonna die if it grabs hold and don't let go. Because they do, like they even on their skin, like something they just grab and they don't want to let go. And it's like everybody thinks it's funny, but it's like, yeah, well, at least the family does here. But yeah, sometimes it's just like, yeah, you can't get can't get away from people, can't get away from cats, anyways. Yeah, you need something cut. I don't know. Take them off at the paw. No, no. I mean, he's just a cat. It's helping me. I guess I understand. I'm starting to, yeah, because I really, and I told that to my family. I said, it's like it's not a reputation, but it's like I got stuck with I don't like cat things. So everybody says, "Oh, you don't like cats. You don't like cat." Oh, I like anything, but it's just like they're not my favorite, right? I'd rather have a dog if I was going to have anything. But I told them, I said, "Listen, just because I don't like cats, if I run him over, it's not on purpose because this guy's gutsy. Like he goes like the whole family's like every time I move by. I said, "What? I can't see nothing." He's underneath my wheelchair, but when I move, he moves too. And he goes left or right or right. Even if I do a pirouette, he's like right there, in and out, in and around the chair. And I'm like, it ain't going to be on purpose if something happens to him. But yeah, that's one of the reasons why Norman and I don't like cats. 'Cause I said that to Emmy. One day the cat was really nice to me, and then I went to pet it, and my I guess my big paw scared him or scared her, and she just looked at me like, "Ah." And I went, "Oh, sorry." Yeah, no, they can be vicious. Ah, yeah, that's what I think. That's what my daughter said. It's so she might have been, or he might have been taken away from mom a lot, uh, a lot sooner than he should have been, and maybe that's the problem. I know he eats fast, and I know every now and then he throws up. So, but he's just a little baby. He's just a. Where are you? Well, he's not even around. Bullwinkle, he might be over here. Hold on. Let's see if I can get him for you. Okay, come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Okay, come on. Here we go. Another guest appearance by my lovely friend Bullwinkle. He's not that big, see? But yeah, he's very quiet. He usually sits in the corner there. So that's cool. So yeah, there you go. Anyways, this is my new buddy. Hey? Yeah. Okay, that's it. Yeah, he is very tiny. Yeah, well, yeah, he's cute. Uh, yeah, that's what I was thinking of, Larry. I know with the Bears Den, I never really had a problem with that so much because I had a big alternator, I believe. I mean, I paid 750 Canadian for it, and they're not that expensive, but some of them they go up higher, like you can pay more than that too. So this one was a big one. I would imagine it was big because it used to be a Shaw truck, and yeah, and they had all their equipment in the back. So I would imagine, and it did have an inverter and it had batteries. So I would imagine that that was there to charge up the batteries and keep all their tools charged up. So yeah, and yep. So I was just thinking that way, like if I can get that, and another question I had. I don't know if anybody can answer it. Uh, like Chrome, he's got four batteries now, okay, and they're all lithium. I'm not trying to follow him. I'm just trying to figure this out. Um, I'm about saving money if I can, and I got room. See, Chrome's his van's already done, so he's got a certain amount of room. I can put in a big battery, like a big battery, and I can make room around the big battery. It's not going anywhere right now. I was just wondering, are they like AGM? Do I need to buy two batteries, or can I just buy one 200 amp hour battery? Will that suffice? Anybody know the question to that? Let me know. I'd appreciate it. Because yeah, I was just, if I can just get away with one big battery, that'd be great. You know. Sheffy's, yeah, I had something planned. I had something in the midst because I get a little bit, 'cause I'm not really doing van life, right? Like, I mean, in my mind, I am a van life guy, and I want to get back to it. And once I get my vehicle and all everything I need, I'll get back to it. But I do like to cook, and I had a plan on my grandson Dawson. He loves to cook too, so I was thinking maybe doing a little segment with uh, Chefy Jeffy Bear and the Cub cook or something like that. I was thinking something like that. That might be okay. Yeah, I'll have to look into stuff like that. Bonjour, Lynn. Line. Bonjour. Yeah, I have to look into stuff like that, Patty. Yeah, I might just get one of them like battery banks, but I would like to have an alternator because if I'm doing a lot of driving, then that alternator could charge up the battery bank, and yeah. But I find those things really expensive. So yeah. Uh, no, I'm not getting the Bears Den back. Bears Den's out of my life now. I didn't think it would bother me so much. Um, but I mean, well, I've seen pictures of it, like I've seen pictures of the Bears Den, like old pictures, and I'm like, wow, like I really miss that van, and I do, uh, and I did. But like I said, I think I said this before. I'm the type of guy when I got a lot of stuff, I just okay, we're gonna start over, just clean the table and start fresh. And it's not because it would still be hard for me to get in. I mean that van was lifted as it was. It'd be hard for me to get in and out of that van. It's a little bit too big for what I would need now, and I'd have to change it all out again because it's not like I couldn't live in it. I'd have to change it all out. And that's the other thing. Like, I mean, so if I have a fresh van or whatever, that's the other thing. Like, I'm comfortable, like, just sitting on the floor. Once I get in the van, I can sit on the floor. So from the floor to here, that could be the bed. And then from here, from the floor to here, that could be my counter. Like, you know what I mean? So everything's gonna come down. So I don't need like a stand-up van or a high top or a big van. I mean, they were great at the time I had them. I probably won't do as much as I used to be able to do. Or if I do, I've got to make sure I got people around me. Uh, Good, thanks. No, I didn't get another van yet. I'm looking for either Chrysler or yeah, Chrysler Town and Country, Dodge Caravan, uh, a Ford or GMC Safari. Something not too old, but something that's got pretty good. But I need an empty shell because if I get anything that's already pre-done, uh, I got to tear it apart because it won't. I've watched many videos. It won't do me any good if they're. I gotta make it for me. I know there's people. I'm not the only one in a wheelchair, uh, but there's people that have legs. I don't, and I mean we all know that. I don't, so I have to make it for me with no legs. See, that's the thing. That's why with a caravan, I can drive right up to it with my wheelchair, my other one, and this one included, and I can hop out of the chair and right into the van. You know, I mean, yeah, electric is one thing, but I talked about this before. If I have a battery problem or something happens, and I've watched a few people that has happened, they got stuck mid up and down on their thing. So I don't want that. I don't want to have any power issues, especially with my chairs or anything like that. So I mean, if it's manual, and I can probably only do it for a while. Uh, if it's manual, then that's what, you know. To me, that would be better because that sounds funny, but that pushes me. If I have to know I have to get my butt into the van, yeah, I know it's a lot of people, you don't have to be so cumbersome about it. No, but if I have to push myself to get in the van, that's what I'll do. That keeps me going. That's like I use that as a strength, not a weakness. I use that as okay, you gotta go. You gotta go. Come on. So yeah. So that's the way I'm looking at it. That might happen. Um, and that's the thing. That's one of the reasons why I so like Mark did offer to give it back to me, and I thought about it, and I said, no, you know what? I gave it in good faith. I gave it up, and uh, and I think it's where it should be. What he does with it, that's up to him. But I think it's in good hands. Uh, and I think he'll if he does what he needs to do, you know, um, yeah, I think it's where it's supposed to be. You know, at least my intentions were to give it to somebody that needed it. So yeah, I just hope that that's what happens. And if it doesn't, that's fine too, because I'm moved on from that. You know, I moved on from there. Yep. I think I don't know. I think a lot of people are saying that in a Dodge Caravan or a Town and Country, a 3.3 is like the iron horse of engines for that type of vehicle. My friend Shirley has a 3.6, and pretty much from the get go, she's had a knock in it. I think she's tried everything to fix it, but all these things don't seem to work. Yeah. Well, I'm sure he's having fun. That's all right. Well, I'm gonna do another one. Somebody asked me what I'm carving next. This I have to paint. That's the light. And I put some tape. I don't know if you can see that. I put some tape so I can make the line straight. So I'm gonna paint this red and this red up top here and the red down at the bottom, and that'll be done. Then I'm gonna shellac it. Um, then I'm gonna make another one that I seen black and white. So I'm gonna try to do that one better, or do that a little bit different. But yeah, and then I'm gonna get back to this one. Like I said earlier, I know you can't see. It's like the light's not the best, but there's a little face on there and shoes and a smile, and yeah, this is the way this is made. That's the back of his hairline. That's his beard, and the beard goes right down between his like legs, between the 2 feet. Yeah, I got to make some feet there or some shoes. I mean, that's what the guy did, and I looked at it. I said, okay, well, we'll check it out. I think I used too big of a piece of wood because this is pretty thick. And for some reason, I always seen basswood's supposed to be easy to carve. And yeah, yeah, Rammond wants me to put more stripes. Basswood supposed to be easy to carve and soft, but mine seems to be like a rock. So I don't know. Well, I'll get what I can afford. I like to get a newer vehicle too, but right now, like I mean, I can barely afford like a 2006, 2007. Once they just get out of my price range just a little bit. It's like they tease me a little bit. They're just a little bit more. They know how much money I got in my bank account, and so they just go beyond that. Uh, I am going to sell them. You talking about this one? There's that one there, and this is the other one. That's half. Yeah, so that's the other one. Yeah, I'm gonna sell them. Probably I'm gonna try to get my stuff together by the 15th of this month. And yeah, yeah, that's what I thought too. Basswood is soft, but at least not the stuff I got. Or maybe my knives are really dull, but I don't know. I keep on cutting myself just by touching them. It's like, yeah. Good night, Norm. Glad you showed up. Thank you very much. So yeah, so you know, it's all good. I'm just like I said, just trying to keep busy. I got a few other projects I can do too. I got a lot of things lined up. It's just I got a few projects that I'll do when I can, and yeah, I got some knife handles I got to make for some knives that I have. Stuff like that. So hello, Arizona. Glad you showed up, George. Good night. Next adventure waits. We'll see you soon. Anyways, I'm gonna probably wrap it up too. Yeah, I'm talking too much. But yeah, it was good to come on again and talk to people and see people show up. I know it was like a last minute thing. Uh, I can't always put a video together, but because it just doesn't seem like I have a lot of interesting things to talk like to show. But yeah, like I said, I'm keeping busy. I got a few ideas I'm going to try to do, and yeah, we're going to go from there. I'm just on the 17th, like I said, I'm supposed to go for my driver's test. And yeah, I'm going to go for my driver's test, and hopefully that'll work out. I'm sure it will. Uh, but yeah, and once that happens, then well, then we're on our way. Now it's just to find a vehicle somewhere. Uh, yeah, I still my biggest problem is still like there's only one vehicle in the house here, so it's for me to line up to go see a vehicle and have my daughter drive me or whatever because she works and can't always get out. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Uh, Good night, Patty. Thank you for showing up. Uh, okay, we'll see you later, Larry. The Boston Redneck. Uh, Yeah, well, I do what I can. I'm expanding some things. I'm not really like I'm still doing little figures and different things. So I mean, I got uh, it all depends. Like sometimes, like I'll do something if it suits me. If it's like, yeah, I think I can do that, and I get excited from inside just by looking at it. Right now, it's just like I'm just taking it easy and then doing some things and you know I'm doing little things like, for mirrors and stuff inside the van, you know. That was it. Oh, from Montreal, Blue Olives. Nice to see you too. Glad you could come out. Martino one. Have a good night, Jeffy. You too. Thanks for showing up. Anyways, okay. On that note, I'm gonna let you go. Peace. Aloha. I love you. And we'll see you next time. Hopefully, I'll get some more carvings done and not lose any fingers. No, really being safe. I've done a lot of carving, only got cut twice, so we're good. Anyways, take care and thank everybody for showing up. Bye, Kim. Glad to see you again, and I'll start painting again. So maybe something you'll like. Okay, I'll talk to you all later. Bye bye. Oh, thanks for showing up, Stuart Lee from Australia. All right. Yeah. Okay.